Hello everyone, my name is David and today we're going over everything that version 15.4 is bringing to Battle Cats. Now, I want to open this video by asking you something. How many hours, real actual human hours, have you spent watching your cats slowly shuffle across a stage at 1x speed, knowing that 3 times was locked behind a paywall? Well, a lot probably. That changes today. And honestly, this might be the single most impactful quality of life update this game has ever received, at least since the equip button was put here. On top of that, Fate Collab is back with brand new units. We're getting a monster of an Ultra form, a fresh Legend story chapter, and a pile of other changes that I will walk you through one by one. Let's get into it. Quick thing before we dive in, all the unit stats and footage you're going to see in this video come straight from the battle stats. If you want to look up any unit, check the damage numbers, or just have a reference while you play, you can download it from the Play Store. First of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room. For 3 years, 3 times speed up and infinite speed up usage were Gold Pass exclusive features, and if you weren't paying, you were playing at normal speed. 15.4 breaks that wall completely. Free-to-play players can now activate 3 times speed, I mean every single one of us, but the trade-off is that it consumes a speed up when you use it. That's the only cost. No subscription required, no paywall, nothing. You're farming at 3 times speed with items you already grind for anyway. So yeah, free infinite speed ups for everyone and 3x speed ups available for free-to-play players. And to make sure Gold Pass still offers something exclusive, the update rebalances the membership perk, so Gold members now get a new ability. Using a cat CPU in battle, the auto battle function only costs 1 cat CPU instead of 2. Alright, moving on, Fate Stay Night collab is back. And this is not just a re-releasing of the old units, this collab comes with 2 brand new Ubers, reworked talents for the existing cast, and even a rework to how the event itself works. Let's start with the new units. Shirou Emiya. I hope I pronounced that correctly, but yeah, whatever. This unit sits at 560 range, which puts him firmly in backliner territory. His attack pattern is 2-hit multi-hit. Each hit spawns a level 4 wave attack, pushing his effective reach up to around 933 range with the waves, I mean. That means that every single attack cycle produces 4 damage instances, 2 base hits plus 2 waves. At level 30, you're looking at 204,000 burst damage. At level 50, that jumps up to 362,000. He's immune to both knockback and freeze, which helps a lot against enemies that would normally interrupt your backliners. Henry, I'm looking at you. Shirou is going to be absolutely disgusting. He's one of those units where the numbers on paper already look strong, and then you put him into an actual stage and realize the waves are hitting everything. I mean, things you weren't even targeting. So it's a strong pickup in my opinion. True Assassin is the second unit, and this one plays a completely different game. She, I think it's a she. I'm going to refer to it as a she, okay? So she's a long distance specialist, effective range 350 up to 700, which is very nice. Targeting floating and alien enemies. Her raw damage is modest, but she still hits with 100% freeze for 1 second and 100% weaken for 50% for 2.5 seconds, which means she has a 90% uptime weaken. And this is where True Assassin goes from a niche pick to a nightmare for enemy teams. Nearly permanent weaken with solid freeze stacking on floating and alien stages is rare. You're not picking her for her raw DPS, but to make everything else on your team look twice as good, you know? She's also toxic immune, which is okay, I guess. And look, her stats alone won't wow you in a spreadsheet. She reminds me of Kronos, but not that strong, you know? Also keep in mind how fast she is, so yeah. Now, outside of the Fate collab, 15.4 adds 3 more units worth knowing about. First, a brand new Dragon Emperor, the second one after Raiden, described as more of an ancient weapon than a dragon. He targets Retanaku, hits long distance from 275 to 675 range, deals massive damage against both traits with 100% slow on top, and he also has surge immunity. Think of him as a damage-oriented backliner of some kind, and also he might be Bahamut's cousin or something. Strong pickup if you are deep into Aku content. Then there's Wedding Hattori Hanzo, a June Bright reskin of the original Hanzo, same general energy as the base unit, but he comes with slow instead of freeze, so yeah, he's nice though. And finally, from the June Bright event capsule, Transparent Cat is an special unit with 2 forms, the second being Room Cat. Yeah, he's event limited, and if you're into collecting the full June Bright set, you will want him, so yeah. He's like an spammable nuker, kind of, against angels and zombies. Yeah, I think we have enough of those. Now, the units are exciting, but the talent reworks for the existing Fate cast might actually matter more for the long-term meta. Let's go through them. Saber Alter gets the biggest overhaul. She now gains a relic targeting, which is a brutal change for late game usefulness that makes her viable in stages she couldn't touch before. On top of that, up to a 20% change to launch level 3 waves. I mean, okay. Curse immunity as she gains the relic target, and a 20% buff to both attack and HP. I mean, this is Saber going from a solid unit to a unit that fits in a completely different tier of content. Very, very nice talents. Next, Dark Sakura. No, not that one. No, not that one. Not that one either. No. Okay, we're close, but not that one. No, almost. Okay, yeah, that one. Dark Sakura gets a 50% chance to weaken, toxic immunity, up to 70% curse resistance, and the same 20% attack and HP. These are very nice talents. She becomes a tankier, debuffing version of herself that is harder to neutralize, and yeah, that's mainly it. And then there's my beloved Saki, who receives ultra talents. New dark, yeah, not black, whatever. New dark targeting, a strengthened ability that adds up to 100% bonus damage when she's below 1% HP. Kind of situational, but it's a bonkers combat mechanic for her. And explosion immunity, which is very nice. The dark targeting alone helps her a lot in a lot of stages she couldn't touch before. But yeah, very nice set of talents. Remember, these units were already strong, and now they are strong and relevant in more stages. Before we continue, I wanted to say that the Fate event has been reworked. For example, the Lil Shirou drop rate has been buffed from a 1% floor to a 5 to up to 50%, I think. So very nice thing from Ponus. So now with that out of the way, let's talk about the Ultra form. So yeah, Immortal Kaihime gets her Ultra form. Let me give you the numbers first, then I'll explain why they matter. Alright, so on paper, the speed buff from 5 to 10 sounds minor, but in practice it means that she actually reaches the front line in time to matter. 12.5% HP increase is noticeable, but yeah, she already had 200,000 HP, so it's kind of whatever. The Savage Blow going up to 30% and the Explosion proc 50% together mean that every single attack cycle has a real chance to deal massive burst damage to everything. I mean, not just zombies or whatever she targets, but everything. And finally, she also gets Sage Slayer. I think she goes from a cool niche pick to a unit that carries entire stages. If you have her and you have the material to evolve her, 15.4 is the wake up call. And yeah, moving on, we have a brand new 6-stage map added to Zero Legends called New Horizon. The beginner bonus has been reworked. It's now shorter. The Ancient Tech level cap increases for X number 201 and 203. There are some new user rank milestones, new cut combos for the new units, and also 2 existing Advent and Descent stages received a new Abyssal difficulty version. So yeah, some new rewards to collect there. And yeah, there you have it. Battle Cats version 15.4. That was it. 3x speed up for everyone. Fate coming back with Shirou and True Assassin. A ridiculous ultra form for Kaihime. A fresh 12-star map to suffer through, and a handful of quality of life changes that are genuinely going to make the daily grind more enjoyable. Let me know in the comments which part of 15.4 are you most excited about. The speed change, the Fate units, Kaihime. So yeah, that was it for the video. Hope you liked it, and if you did, consider subscribing. And as always, thanks for watching and see you in the next one.